Within the first 2 weeks of her second pregnancy, Tamara Grantham realised something wasn't right.
The only way I've found that I can describe it is gastro, without the runs, basically, just constantly throwing up.
She was dealing with the pregnancy condition hyperemesis gravidarum, or HG, which can involve nausea and vomiting for months on end, and in Tamara's case, for almost her entire term.
It was really scary because, in honesty, I didn't want to keep going. I thought the easiest thing to do would to not be here than to continue to go through with it.
Despite having lengthy fertility treatment to fall pregnant, the debilitating illness forced Tamara and her husband to briefly consider terminating a much-wanted pregnancy.
We were so lucky to fall pregnant with her, and she was so wanted, and I remember saying to my partner, like, I can't do this, like, I'm done.
The condition stops women from being able to care for themselves and can also take a toll on families.
Trying to do overtime to keep the house running, but at the same time I just wanted to be home with her to help her.
Although just 1% of pregnant women are said to suffer through HG, experts suspect this figure is higher, especially given a lack of research.
I've definitely seen it in my practice, and I think when you delve a bit further you see it even more.
Melbourne-based obstetrician Dr Rangi De Silva also had the illness for her entire pregnancy and, like Tamara, needed regular intravenous fluids.
I couldn't really feed myself. There were most days I couldn't really shower myself. I couldn't get out of bed. So my mum and my husband were essentially caring for me. I think it was a real eye-opener to be so helpless and need that intense support.
Even with the best treatment, support from family and early intervention, Dr De Silva is now reluctant to have another child.
I'm just not sure whether we as a family and me as an individual are psychologically ready for that, or even physically, to be honest. I still haven't really gained back the weight that I lost.
Darwin nurse Bree McDonald is currently pregnant with her second child, and it took a while to find an understanding GP.
Everyone tries to advise you to drink water, snack on biscuits and everything, but I don't think that, when you're only in there for 10-15 minutes, I don't think they can see or understand the severity of how you're feeling.
Her HG illness has mostly subsided now, but it's been a rough ride.
It would just be so handy if you had that sort of drop-in clinic, or even someone mobile that would be able to come to your house.
While some states are funding research into the condition and offer at-home care, it's not available everywhere, and there are calls for it to no longer be dismissed as morning sickness.
Listen to the pregnant girl. She knows what she's talking about. When it's not morning sickness, it's not morning sickness.
That's really common. I think most people with HG sort of hear the words morning sickness and find it triggering.
Those who've been through it want more awareness and research to help turn these misconceptions around. Felicity James, ABC News.